Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today, in this short video, I want to talk very briefly about a piece of fashion wear that I've long been fascinated with ever since I was a little kid. And that is what I personally believe to be a fashion choice known as masks. Now, why in this particular case? Well, mainly for this video, only three reasons, but not for the reasons that you may personally think, given the circumstances we've been through over the past couple of years. So the first reason is as follows. Over the course of my life and the research that I have done on masks, um, we've been using masks for all kinds of purposes for over thousands of years throughout recorded human history, maybe even before that. Masks have been used, as I've just said, in all kinds of ceremonies and rituals and all kinds of social events. As a result, masks have been used and carved out of all kinds of materials, and in order to represent certain gods and goddesses that came down from the heavens. In some cases, there are many local tribes throughout the world in very remote parts of the world, mind you, in deserts and jungles and other places that still employ masks as part of their traditions and their ceremonies and rituals. And masks in more recent centuries, centuries in hundreds of years ago for us, masks have also been used as a certain fashion statement for the very rich and famous in order to not let anyone know exactly who they were, because mainly a lot of people, especially myself, I'm very shy around people. So when it came an opportunity to wear a mask, I took that opportunity right then and there. And many people back in the day and still today, they wear masks simply because they're shy and they don't want people to know who they are. And I'll get to that in a minute right here. Masks have been used throughout human history in more ways than one, and of course, many of them happen to do with holiday traditions, specifically Halloween. And that brings me to the second reason that I wanted to talk about masks. Kids, teenagers, and even some adults here and there that still celebrate Halloween these days, and especially back in the day, Halloween was another opportunity for people to wear masks, masks and helmets, and depending on which character they wanted to dress up as, if it required a mask, they would go right for it. So there are many different characters that have involved masks over the decades, and kids wasted no time wanting to prepare for Halloween, not just for the candy, but also for the costumes, specifically the masks in some cases, because just like you didn't want people to know who you were because you were dressed up as a certain character, the mask would help you maintain that illusion that you are someone else. And as I've no doubt previously mentioned in my own research, a lot of comic book superheroes and supervillains choose to wear masks in order to conceal their identity. So it also doesn't just conceal their identity, it also motivates the reader as well as the audience watching the movies about these masked figures to wonder, who exactly are these characters? They're very mysterious, they're very intriguing to learn about. You don't know who they are, especially you don't know what they look like. So, could be a man, could be a woman, could be anything, or anyone. So that's the intriguing part of masks that I've always found fascinating. And that also eventually brings me to the third and final reason I wanted to talk about masks. They feature quite prominently throughout our popular culture in books, movies, TV shows, and even video games for that matter. There was one particular movie that I watched since I was a kid that got me started in researching masks in the first place. And that was a movie called The Princess Bride. And one of the main characters, I won't give away any of the plot here in case you haven't seen it, but one of the characters wears a mask over his head, over his eyes, and essentially he says that it's terribly comfortable, and and he thinks that everybody in the future will be wearing one in one form or another. So now, well, whether or not he's a prophet or not, and given the current circumstances we've been through the past few years, it's hard to say whether or not he actually knew the future on that one. But personally, I think not. It was probably just a coincidence, you know. Masks are very interesting, and they've been a great deal part of our society for over thousands of years. The kids like to put on masks for Halloween costumes, and writers and storytellers in decades past have featured masked figures in their popular culture and their stories quite a long time, and it doesn't really suggest that that's going to change anytime soon. I've long been fascinated with masks, people wearing masks, and also the mysterious uh, intrigue and mystery that comes along with wearing a mask that makes anyone go, "Who is that? I want to know more about that person." And that's what I like about masks. And with that being said, my name is Jacob Carlson, and I like masks, pure and simple. If you like this video, please leave a like. Comment something down below about masks if you want to, however you personally feel. Press the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell, please share the video, and as always, I would ask that you please take care of each other out there, be nice to one another, and as always, I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves, bye bye.